It's a great day to be here in West Liberty outside the CO office here, Mountain Telephone. We're going through some grilling stuff. Our production leader and guy in charge thought it'd be great to do some grilling tutorial and start up and I thought it was a great idea, so here we are in the courtyard. One of my favorite things to cook over, and some people think it's difficult, is like a lump charcoal. It's 100% lump hardwood charcoal. It gives your food such a good taste, a charred, crisp, natural wood, no lighter fluid preservatives. And we're going to go through the whole process of how to get the grill started. And today we're doing some like steak, tacos, maybe throw a couple kebabs on there, show you a couple real easy dishes to do that's super easy, super good, like on a lump charcoal. So a Weber 22-inch grill, around $100 at Lowe's. I think Walmart sells them too. Okay, here's how this is called a chimney. This is what you start your charcoal in. You put your charcoal in the top, and you put your paper in the bottom. Easy peasy. So you can either use newspaper, or I like to use the top of my bag when it gets low, because it's got that charcoal and stuff already in it. So I'll start tearing this off. I wear gloves because I don't want to get charcoal all over me while I'm cooking. And so, gloves on. So I'm just going to tear this where it burns super easy. You see what I'm doing here? Pretty cut and dry. We're going to try to grill next week too, weather permitting. We'll do some kind of fish dish, seafood next week on the grill. So that part of it's completely done. That's all you need in the bottom of it. Kind of loose where it burns good. Okay, set that down in the center of your grill. And if you can see in here, you got a bottom rack that your charcoal sits on. This grill is set up where your vent is right here. So this opens and closes a vent in the bottom, which will let air come into it. And then, of course, when I'm cooking, I don't leave it covered much, but you also got your top that has a vent that'll let a draft come through the bottom, out the top, and it'll let the air always flow in there. So, we're going to get our charcoal in. And these bags last a long time, but I'm going to put a little bit around the sides. And you see the dust come off that, get you? Just for a little extra. And it usually don't take too long, like 15, 20 minutes for charcoal to be ready to cook on. While we're waiting on charcoal, we'll get our steak out, marinate and stuff like that. So let's get our matches here. And try to get this started. Come on. It's easier if you have like a bigger lighter or something like that, but matches will work. We will get it lit here in a minute, I promise. When all else fails, make you just a little thing like this. You can start on the outside of it. Get it lit good. Just get it started good like that. Here we go. When you do, just put it underneath there. That chimney will start smoking as it gets lit up. And that's how you know your charcoal and stuff's doing what you need it to do. I'm just going to light it a couple more times. And then I'll go on this side, light it a time or two. So and now it's lit. Should be doing good. Oh yeah, getting hot now. So when you see the smoke coming through steady, you know it's lit. It's doing this thing. And this works as airflow goes up like a regular chimney, and it'll suck that flame stuff up there, and it don't take long for this to get super hot and you're ready to go. So in the meantime, we're going to get our steak ready and get it ready to go on the grill. When we come back, we'll start cooking. So we're back. Our charcoal chimney's done what it's done. It's about half come up through it. You can, I don't know if you see my camera, but the red coals are about right there. We want to dump this. So very easy to do. I want to keep my coals kind of on one side. Put this out of the way because this chimney is extremely hot right now, and it'll take it a little while to cool. And so I like to put my grate on next and letting it get really hot so I can scrub it down again. I usually scrub it while the grate's hot when I get done, but whenever it gets hot again, I like scrubbing it again. I don't like using bristle brushes because here recently you've heard a lot, probably on news and stuff, the little bristles getting stuck on the grill and possibly people eating it. So this is a pretty good alternative, and then they make some like a nylon sort of material. It does good. So we'll let this, and when you pour those charcoals out, it'll just keep getting red and redder and burning because it's getting all that oxygen. So here's the best thing about charcoal, especially making steak and food. You want to char your veggies. That char is where you get flavor at. So I already got my cooler packed down with goodies. I got some fresh jalapenos out of the garden. Got us a couple pretty nice bell peppers and onion we want to get started with. So we want to let them char first. We're going to clean these up. Right now I'm just going to cut them in chunks. I want to clean the onion. Now that's the bags to put my trash in. I always try to keep one of my grocery bags I'm cooking outside to put my trash and scraps in where you don't normally have. That you have outdoor kitchen. And we might cook on that sometime too. I got one at the house. But right now we just want to kind of like peel our onion, save as much of it as we can. So we're just going to peel the outside of it, put that in our trash bag. Going to cut in about 3 chunks so we can get some good grill flavor. And just, oops, let's clean your grill first. Like I said, I cleaned it before, but I like going back over it just to make sure when that grate gets good and hot. Okay, put my grill brush back here by my chimney where it'll be good, stay good and off the ground. Start putting my onions on there for some good char. You can hear it. Okay, bell peppers same way when we want to char them. Only thing I do on that, if they're from the store, make sure they don't have a sticker on them. Just throw them on there whole. Take your sticker off. If you want to, you can even cut them in half. You go ahead and seed them so you don't have to do that when they're hot. I'd probably suggest that. Just take the seeds out just like that. A little more rustic outside when I grill. Just gonna throw them on. Same way with this one. Cut down the center, jerk seeds out of it. Throw them on your smoke or on your grill. Just like so. Seeds, if it hits the ground, ain't gonna hurt nothing. So there's that part of it done. Okay. So there's some more things going to happen here today. We're going to use some jalapenos. I like those fresh, and I like a few grilled. Some people might like some grilled. So we're going to throw about 3 of them on there to grill. Oh, 5-second rule. We'll let that get hot on there. It'll kill all the germs. I'll eat that one. Anyways, so once we get that going, next thing I'm going to do, and I got a cooler packed here with ice on it, with my meat separated, had my veggies in a rack, etc., limes, everything I need. So I got some corn that's already cleaned here. And what's good about this container, we can use it on the grill here in a little bit if we didn't want to, and cover up. So save this, don't throw it away. So we're going to move some of this around. And it's hot, so it'll about melt your gloves. Whew. Let's do that a different route. Let's do it that way. A little bit easier. I don't need a glove saran or shrink to my hand. And we want to get a little bit of char on this corn. We're going to be using it in some salsa here after a while. So just sit it on there and let it just cook. Roll around, move. We want it charred really, really good. So we're going to add a little bit of oil to this stuff. It's alright, you want flames. Flames are a good thing right now. A little bit of carne sawdust Mexican seasoning. Just sprinkle it on everything. Trust me guys, that grill is like extremely hot. I'll probably take my glove off in a minute. It's that hot. At least one of them. I got some longer tongs and spatulas and stuff in my truck, but I just soon use this. Grab it quick and get it off there. In the meantime, there are a couple ways we can do this. I'm going to go ahead and put my cast iron pan on there, and that's going to be for my vegetables once they get charred, because once they get that grill taste, we just let them finish cooking here. But we need to let it start getting hot, so I'm going to put it on there with some EVOO extra virgin olive oil. And let it get just blazing hot. It's about 90 degrees, so weather ain't too bad. It's a good breeze in here. Sun's up and down, so it's not a super bad day to be grilling. It takes a few minutes for this stuff to start really charring up and grilling, but that's what you want. That's what you want to look for. This right here. Just keep moving it around. Worst case scenario, you can throw it all in the skillet if it starts burning. Just dump it in the skillet real quick. But you want that char. That's what you're looking for, is that char. Just like that. That gives you flavor. So in a minute, we'll take that stuff off and we'll actually cut it up and put it in our skillet. Let it finish and we can take the skillet on and off as we need to. This is the plan. Let me get this piece of corn. So this is what builds your flavor right here. Our jalapenos are charring good. We'll just throw them in the skillet in a little bit. If you want to peel these, easy way to do it, when they're like that, throw it in the bowl, cover it tight with saran wrap or aluminum foil for about 15 minutes, and the outside will come completely off of it like that. I can show you on this one. See it flaking off. It'll peel all the way down like that. So let's get our peppers off. Get our onions off. I may or may not have touched my left eye with a little jalapeno pepper. It's burning just a little bit. Oh, that's better. So I had another jalapeno there somewhere, but I don't. So put our jalapenos to the side. Let's check our corn. We don't want to get it too roasted, but just enough where it has good flavor to it. Okay. So now, what we want to do, we'll use one of our rags here. See, we got a smaller one. Yeah. This is a smaller one. And we want to cut this up to super fine. Our onion up. Don't cut your Italian with it. Oh, but lost it. Okay. As you get that cut up, it don't matter. You just want them cut up. It don't matter if they're in little pieces, big pieces, whatever. They'll go on your taco after a while. We'll save that one because we're going to make a kebab out of one of them, and we'll show you how to do that. And your peppers does so much better like this. Okay. Let's take our corn right now. Let's move it off to the side. Our table's clean. It's all right if it touches it. And this is just quick, easy grill, and I'm rustic when I get to this. You want the flavors, so don't be afraid to build flavors by charring and cook it like that. Our skillet is smoking hot, and I'll show you. See? So, I mean, it ain't going to take long for that stuff to cook. Actually, we'll probably end up taking off the heat. Because you don't want to burn it, but you want to get it, you want to let it finish cooking. Oh, sweating, it's hot. Whew. So when you get close to the grill, it makes it that much hotter. When you're all watching this, it's probably going to be dark and nice outside. Right now it's 3 o'clock and 92 degrees. And we may just skip the kebabs altogether and just do tacos today. And do kebabs another day. Don't mix your jalapenos in with your onions right now because you don't want, some people may not want super hot food at all. Cut the rest of your onion up. We're going to let that corn cool before we do anything with it, but we will cut it up, put it in with our sauce in a little bit. We got some in Mexican cuisine, most of the time when they're making tacos and stuff, you don't have the real high-end meat and stuff like that. You kind of cheaper cuts. So I like using either skirt steak, which ain't cheap no more because everybody uses it. We're going to set this off and on just to keep it cool and hot and warm. That way it don't burn on us. So the next part's super easy. This is as rustic as it gets when it comes to Mexican cuisine. Let's go ahead and have them both ready. And kind of keep it away from the corn so it don't touch. I do have one glove on. Which beef's a little different than pork and other stuff. You can eat beef when it's medium rare, so it's not as bad if it does touch your food a little bit. So let's put it back there with the rest of our stuff. There are a few different things you can use here. We're going to use one of each. I got some Carnage soda. Both of them, one's just two different seasoning mixes. This one's a McCormick brand, and that one's a Lawry's. See which one y'all like the best. They smell and look the same. So we're just going to sprinkle that on there. Be generous with it. You want a lot of flavor. We'll save some for the other side. This one right here is the same way. You want that flavor. You want that seasoning on it. Ta-da. Okay. Now we're going to give her a grill shake. Why are you shaking it? To even out the charcoals, because it's really, really hot on one side. So we can do that, and it gives us the whole thing about a level playing field. Gives you more room. Before I had them all on one side. Plus also it stirs up. It stirs up a little bit. That fell perfect point up. So we're going to put season side down. And it will not take long to cook this, because I do not like well done steak, whether it's on tacos or whatever. So we'll put it on here. Face down. Season side down. You want this to char some too, because that's what gives you all these flavors. Telling you guys, you're closer to being done what you think. This is how simple it is to cook a good, nice Mexican meal. Simple Mexican meal on keep a sweat rag separate from your other rag, because you will get hot. Okay, on the other side that ain't been seasoned yet, just take your seasoning mix and go all over it like that. Get both sides really good seasoning right out of that one. Use some of this one. The reason I'm holding my hand up, because it's honestly that hot. But it's supposed to be. Charcoal is hot. You can let it cool for a while. I'm going to put the onions and peppers back on it in a little bit. Right now we're going to change our cutting board. We're actually going to work on our sauce a little bit. Our corn is actually cool enough to touch now. And you can either use homemade salsa, or you can buy some good store-bought and doctor it up. I chose a store-bought today because it's hot outside and I didn't have time to make a homemade one. So just leave the plastic on that till you get ready to move it to the bowl we're going to serve in. Right now it's all about cutting the corn off the cob. This just gives it a little more crunch, a little more flavor. All this does. We want to watch your meat and you see the flames coming up, and then it's, you want to turn it. You don't want to burn it, but you want to get some of it charred. Good sharp knife makes quick work of this corn. I'm watching steak really well, so when it starts to flame up, I'll just simply move it. Let's check on our steak here real quick. Oh yeah, looking quite nice, guys. That's what you're looking for. Perfect right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. And I'm telling you, it won't take long to cook that. So we need to get on with it. I might be going too slow. Throw your cobs in here. Oh, forgot one. Let me throw it down there. Throw your corn in the bowl. Take your salsa that you bought or made, whichever one. Dump it in with it, just like so. I bought a spoon out just for that little wooden one. We just want to mix this up. This just gives it a little more twist, a little more flavor. You got that charred corn in that, and it makes you doctors you a nice little corn sauce is what you just made. Easy peasy. Okay. Put that back in your cooler. Keep it cold on this ice. I have cheese for those that want cheese later. But right now we just want to keep our salsa cold. We got a couple more limes. Let's get our limes out because we're going to put a little lime on the meat. We'll put a little lime on that, a little lime on your taco. Where you want to put a little lime, you can put it. We'll slice up a few fresh ones too. So let's see where this side of our steak's at. Oh yeah, let it cook a little longer. Oh yeah, it's cooking quite nice. Okay, we're good, we're in good shape. Our next thing is we'll probably make room and throw our onions and stuff back on there real quick. Just so that heats up, stays heated up. Okay, let's take our jalapenos, and some people may want some of these, so we're just going to serve them on the side, just like so, with their steak. Someone wants one, they can have it. If they don't, it's not in nothing else, so you don't have to worry about people getting hold of something hot. That there's seed that falls in it. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up and put it in my bag with the rest of the stuff. Real quick here. You got all your mess cleaned up from your grill and outside just like it. That quick and that easy. We're gonna change gloves. We're gonna come back, gonna get this napkin. We're going to stir our peppers up, make sure they're good, and you don't want them like super done. Steaks are perfect. You don't want those super done either. I hope no one likes a well done steak. If you do, shame on you. No, my mom likes them well done, so I can't say that. These are about medium. They're about right for a taco. Okay. Now, we're gonna bring this back around. Just simply set our food on so y'all can see it. We're gonna serve these up just here directly. So, get this off the grill, and it will stay hot between the iron skillet and steak on top of it. So, I mean, that's beautiful. So we're not done there. Sweat rag, put to the side. Dirty gloves, throw to the side. New gloves, put on. Just gotta get in your routine when you're grilling. But if you're grilling and you don't have access to water, grab your handful of gloves. It makes life easier on you. You don't have a bunch of stuff on your hands. When you get done, you can eat. We're pretty much ready to eat. I got plates and we're ready to eat. Might need some forks, napkins. Other than that, we're pretty good shape. We'll give it a little more sprinkle with the sauce or with the seasoning. Not much. Now our tortillas. It's going to be really simple. We're going to set this to the side, far over as we can get it. Tortillas warm up fairly quick. We want them a little warm, but we don't want them burnt. And I do burn them sometimes, so look over me if that happens. I mean, the easiest way probably just barely, just on and off. It happens that quick. It's alright, they get a little burn mark on them, but you don't want them to stay on there too long. About 10 seconds, 15 at most. See, look at the first one already went on there. It's how hot they get that quick. So you want to get them right back off. As fast as you can put them on there, take them right back off. Whew. So there you go. So you can warm some of them up like that. Like I said, it don't take no time for them warm up. And you can also serve a few cool on the side. Someone don't want theirs warmed up. It's totally up to how y'all want to do them. And some people may not want a tortilla, period, and they can just eat steak and onions if you're on a carb diet. So this dish pretty much matches anybody's appetite. Only thing I haven't done yet that I usually do, after a steak's set, I'll take me a lime, slice it in half, squirt most of it on me, the rest of it on food. And that just builds flavor into meat and stuff like that. Finishes it off. We want to thank you guys for joining this grilling episode of Appalachia Fusion. I know we went to Mexico, or more of that flavor style this time, but that's a real simple meal to cook on charcoal. Charcoal's still red hot. You could cook 2 or 3 more meals like this and it'll stay hot. So a chimney full of charcoal goes a long ways, really long ways. So we got our steak, and remember it's chuck steak. It was like 4 of them for like $6 or something like that. Super, super cheap. Onions, peppers, jalapenos, tortillas. Super cheap meal, super fast. Basic charcoal starting today. We look forward to seeing y'all next week. I'd like to thank Mountain Telephone for letting us do this outside live here. And we look forward to eating everything. Thank you guys again. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on MTTV, the television station, and some of our new shows. Thanks very much.